In a dimly lit alley, Max, an anthropomorphic black cat with piercing green eyes, sat on a crumbling wooden bench, clutching a torn boxing glove and gazing at a photograph of his sick mother, Luna. Luna, an orange anthropomorphic cat, lay frail on a shabby bed, her weak cough echoing in their rundown home. Desperation consumed Max, knowing he needed an enormous amount of money to save her. Josh, a grizzled black cat with a scar over his eye, suggested Max's boxing talent could secure him a spot in the prestigious UFC Championship in the USA. But with no resources for the journey, Max made the heartbreaking decision to leave Luna behind and embark on a perilous journey. Under the cover of night, he sneaked onto an overcrowded rickety boat, bound for uncertain lands. As the storm raged, towering waves battered the boat, and shadowy sea creatures lurked beneath the surface, pushing Max and the passengers to the brink of survival. After days of turmoil, Max staggered onto an unfamiliar shore, where a dense, ominous jungle loomed before him. Determined yet cautious, Max ventured into the jungle. His path fraught with danger, he encountered venomous snakes, prowling tigers, and quicksand that nearly claimed him. Each night, the eerie sounds of the jungle surrounded him as he sat by a small fire, his mother's photograph his only comfort. Exhaustion and despair set in when he realized he was hopelessly lost. Scavenging for food and navigating the ruins only deepened his frustration. An angry swarm of hornets chased him through the jungle, and he narrowly escaped wild predators. Amid the chaos, Max stumbled upon a hidden waterfall, its beauty a brief solace. He built a makeshift shelter as rain poured down, his resolve tested but unbroken. His journey took a turn when he encountered a tribe of anthropomorphic animal survivors. A tense standoff ensued before a wise old shaman. A mystical leopard with glowing eyes offered cryptic guidance, reigniting Max's determination. As days turned to weeks, Max trained tirelessly in the jungle, honing his boxing skills against nature itself. Then, a ray of hope appeared, an abandoned airstrip hidden in the jungle with a broken plane overgrown with vines. Max, driven by sheer willpower, scavenged tools and began repairing the plane. Yet, the jungle tested him one final time as a fierce panther blocked his path. After a tense and courageous standoff, Max triumphed and finished his repairs. As the plane roared to life, he took off from the jungle's heart, clutching his mother's picture. But just as hope soared, smoke billowed from the engine, and Max braced for a crash landing. The fiery jungle horizon, marking the unknown trials ahead. Max's journey reached new heights and harrowing depths, beginning with the fiery crash of his makeshift plane in a dense and untamed forest. Crawling from the wreckage, bruised but alive. Determined to keep moving, Max stumbled through the wilderness, facing treacherous terrain, wild animals, and unrelenting fatigue, until he found refuge in the glowing windows of a secluded cabin. There, an elderly raccoon, wise and compassionate, provided him a warm meal in exchange for tales of his trials and dreams. Rejuvenated, Max ventured onward, reaching a sprawling American city where towering skyscrapers pierced the sky and bustling streets teemed with life. Overwhelmed but resolute, he saw opportunities to prove himself, entering a gritty underground boxing club where his first opponent, a fierce wolf, tested his resilience. Despite the odds, Max's skill and grit shone through, and he began climbing the ranks of the boxing world. Under the guidance of a renowned owl coach, Max trained tirelessly, sharpening his instincts and refining his skills. Each fight brought him closer to his goal, but the journey was far from smooth. After suffering a crushing defeat in a pivotal match, Max found himself in the dim solitude of a locker room, questioning his abilities. However, a call to his ailing mother reignited his determination, her weak but encouraging voice reminding him of the stakes. As Luna's condition worsened, Max threw himself into grueling training, running at dawn through icy streets and sparring with seasoned fighters. The qualifiers for the UFC Championship were brutal, pushing Max to his physical and mental limits. Facing a powerful lion, he fought with unyielding determination, securing a narrow but triumphant victory that earned him a coveted spot in the UFC. The grand arena buzzed with energy as Max stepped into the spotlight for his ultimate test, a match against a towering and ferocious tiger known for his brutal strength. The bout was relentless, each round pushing Max closer to his breaking point, but his perseverance and tactical brilliance ultimately led to a dramatic final blow that secured his victory. Clutching the championship belt, tears streamed down his face as he dedicated the win to Luna. With the prize money in hand, Max boarded a plane home, his heart swelling with hope. Arriving at Luna's bedside, he found her eyes lighting up with pride and joy as he placed the championship belt in her hands. Their humble home, once filled with despair, was now brimming with love and renewed optimism. As Max hung his gloves and championship belt on the wall, he reflected on his incredible journey, a story of resilience, sacrifice, and the unbreakable bond between a son and his mother, proving that even in the face of insurmountable odds, love and determination could triumph over adversity.